Fala pessoal, de boa? Continuando a nossa gameplay do Skyrim Special Edition. Bom, no último vídeo a gente finalizou toda a parte da guerra civil do lado dos imperiais, né? Então fizemos toda a história. E dessa vez a gente vai fazer a história do lado dos Stormcloacks, beleza? Então, vamos lá.
He's not with us. He's against us.
He knows that. They all
Maybe there's a better route.
know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then.
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not,
The people are behind you.
many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Gotmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan. Helgen, huh? Ulfric told us quite the story. If you made it through all that, you're likely worth something to me. Yeah, but first, tell me, why does a foreigner want to fight for Skyrim?
Let me know if you
Fair enough. But are you willing to die for your home? All right. But before I can put you to use, I need to know how much you can take. I have a little test for you. That's what I like to hear. So long as you can back up those words with steel. I'm sending you to Serpentstone Island. If you survive, you pass. If you die, well, you weren't going to be much use to me anyway. It's where men have tested their metal for ages. It's a strange rock formation built by the ancients. Something about that place attracts the ice wraiths. You kill an ice wraith out there, and I'll have all the proof I need about you.
But you're able to see the hole in the parts, and for that I'm grateful.
We'll see about that, won't we?
Até deixei o diálogo rolando aí porque eu achei bem interessante essa parte, né, mano? Os pensamentos de cada um deles ali em relação a esta guerra. Bom, temos um pequeno teste pra gente completar, eliminar um espectro que fica ali em uma das pedras de habilidade do game, né? Padrão. Eu já vim aqui, já fiz a exploração também. e tem relação com uma conquista que já fiz há muito tempo atrás, mas beleza. É só vir aqui e eliminar o inimigo que está do lado da pedra. Já era. Caramba, errei feio ali também. Pronto, já completamos o objetivo. É só retornar lá pra Windhelm e continuar a missão.
Where was I? Where to next? Let's take a look.
The Jarls are upset. They don't all support. You're alive. I owe Ulfric a drink. I have to admit, I didn't think we'd be seeing you again. I misjudged you. You're definitely Stormcloak material. It's time we made this official. You ready to take the oath? Not at all. That was as much a test of your abilities as it was your resolve. I wasn't sure your heart was in it, but you've proven me wrong, and I respect that. Now, if we're done being sentimental, it's time for you to take the oath. Before you're one of us, you must swear fealty to Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak, future High King of Skyrim. You must also pledge unswerving loyalty to your fellow Stormcloaks, to Skyrim, and to her people. That's the spirit. By swearing this oath, you become one of us, a heroine of the people, a true daughter of Skyrim, a Stormcloak. Repeat after me. I do swear my blood and honor to the service of Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm and true High King of Skyrim. As Talos is my witness, may this oath bind me to death and beyond. Even to my lord, as to my fellow brothers and sisters in arms. All hail the Stormcloaks, the true sons and daughters of Skyrim. Now you're one of us, which means you get to tag along on a little trip with me. Oh, and here. You're a Stormcloak now. You ought to look the part. Watch
Damn
yourself
the
out
Jarls.
there. They demand the moot.
And damn the moot! We should risk letting those milk drinkers put Torik's woman on the throne? She'll hand Skyrim over to the elves on a silver plate.
All the more reason then. The crown would legitimize your claim.
A crown doesn't make a king.
No, but this one.
If it even exists.
It exists, and it will be the symbol of the righteousness of our cause. Think about it. The jagged crown. It heralds back to a time before Jarls and Moots. Back to the time when the king was a king because his enemies fell before him, and his people rose because they loved him. Skyrim needs that king. You will be that king, Ulfric. You must be.
You're certain you found it?
When have I ever been false with you?
Fine. I'll send the Unblooded here with you. Fancy a crawl through a moldering dungeon to see if you can't stir up Garmar's jagged crown.
It will be there. You'll see. I have found the final resting place of the jagged crown. Can you believe it? Well, I'm almost certain. We're headed to Corvinjun, but if old King Borgus is indeed buried there, we're bound to run into trouble of some kind. Your fellow Stormcloaks are already assembling outside the tomb. I'll meet you there as soon as I'm finished up here.
Aí, como padrão, a gente tem a coroa
Where was I?
para recuperar. Fizemos a mesma missão lá do lado dos Imperiais, né? É no mesmo local, só que dessa vez a gente vai estar do lado dos Stormcloaks, invadindo o lugar.
Hail, Ilfield.
Hail, Galmar. Ha! I knew you'd join up. Great news. We'll take back Skyrim together, eh? I'm glad I'll have you beside me in there. This place chills my blood, and I don't care who knows it. These old ruins. My father always told me to stay away from them. Good advice, I'd say. But never mind all that. We've got a job to do, and nothing's going to stand in our way.
What's the situation?
Cold as the inside of an ice wraith. That and some Imperials are camped out around the entrance, staying nice and warm around their fires.
Imperials? Well, if they're keeping themselves comfortable, let's slip in and send them to their graves that way. What's the Legion doing here? Damn Imperial spies! Well, should be fun for us at least. They don't seem to know we're here yet. Ready to spill some Imperial blood for Skyrim? That's what I like to hear. Listen up. Those Imperials aren't here by coincidence. Their spies must have found out we know about the crown, and they don't want us to have it. But they won't stand in our way. I know some of you are ex-Legion, and may know men on the other side. But remember this. They are the enemy now, and they will not hesitate to kill you. Keep your wits about you, and watch your shield brothers back. Ulfric Stormcloak is counting on us to bring him back that crown, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Follow me, quickly and quietly now. I want their guts on the ground before they even know we're here.
Muito legal ali, né? O Halof veio conversar com a gente, está participando aqui também da guerra. Lá no início da gameplay, eu iniciei e a gente fugiu junto dele lá de Helgen, bem interessante. Eita, tomar cuidado para não morrer aqui. Beleza. Bom, aqui a gente avança junto dos soldados dos Stormcloacks, eliminamos os imperiais aqui logo na entrada, certo? Eu vou finalizar o vídeo ali na porta e aí eu já separo toda a ruína no próximo, beleza? Se gostou, deixa o like, se inscreva no canal, valeu, falou e até a próxima!
That's the way I like it. Short and bloody. They never knew what hit them. But do not make the mistake of underestimating the Legion. Plenty of them are Nords, same as us. We had the advantage of surprise this time, but things won't be so easy from here on out. Enough talk. Let's go kill some Imperials.
The Imperials will be sorry they got in our way.